Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to start off by saying thank you to everybody who watches my videos. Please comment, like and subscribe if you like my videos. We're still going for that goal of 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I think we can do it. We can do it. I just need your help. So we'll jump straight in. I got a few new products a few days ago and I thought why not try them out with you guys. So I have a variety from a couple of different brands. I've already done my skin prep, so we'll just jump straight in. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base. So if you watched my last video, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I finished finally my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and since I have this and it's half used, I'm just going to go ahead, roll this into my project pan and get it finished. And Cleo wants to come say hi. Say hello. Can you say hello? Say hi to the camera. Bye bye. Yeah, she's a sociable little girl. She's playing with my beauty blender. I think you just got your claw in it. Right then, so I'm just going to put some of this on. I'm hoping I can have this done by the end of the year. I have probably about a third left. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, I'm really hoping I can have that finished by the end of the year and use some of my other new ones that I have. I like to go down my neck a little bit. We have a new foundation to try today. So how has everything been for everybody? Let me know down in the comments. Talk to me. I like to get involved and reply. I like to interact with my followers. I'll also link my YouTube down below as always. I post almost every day on there, so yeah. Okay, so let's start. I bought the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I've not tried this before. This was the closest one I could sort of find. I know it looks totally wrong because I have such red cheeks, but when I swatched it on the back of my hand it looked about right. It's really hard to know because I've got so much red. I can never find the right foundation, and now that I've just touched my face, my skin's gone bright red. So let's try it anyway. I've got my beauty blender. I've just washed it and it looks like a whole new one. It's all damp. So interesting button. So this is the shade 1 Creamy Vanilla. Looks like it might even be a bit dark for me, but it's the first shade. We'll try it. So I always put it on the back of my hand. I decided I needed one that would probably match me a little bit better rather than constantly got cat hair on my face. Alright, so I'm just gonna, well, it doesn't look like it'll be too bad of a colour. Maybe a bit too yellow, but I'm sure we can counteract that with other products. It's quite thick. I think this one's been out for quite a while, so it's probably nothing new to most people. But I found it in Boots, so I decided I'd give it a go. It does look quite yellow on camera. I sort of go through phases, I think, where sometimes I like to use a beauty blender and sometimes I like to use a brush for my foundation. And at the minute I'm liking my beauty blender, so. Oh, it does make me look a funny colour on camera, doesn't it? It's very dewy as well, isn't it? I do look very, very shiny. Just gonna get the mirror out and see how that looks in real life. I'm not mad. That doesn't look too bad. I think that was the lightest shade though, so I don't think I could have done much better, really. I definitely couldn't have gone any darker. I think it maybe is more of a summer colour than a... Oh, I think one of my eyelashes has got stuck to my face. It is very, very dewy, very shiny. That's not my style, so I'll be toning that down with a bit of my powder at the end. Okay, so next up, the next few new products I've got are from the new brand in Boots called 17. So I've got a concealer, I've got a mascara, got one of the palettes, and a silver eyeliner. I fancied doing something a little bit different. And then I also got the NYX Epic Wear eyeliner because I don't have any eyeliner. I like eyeliner. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the concealer. It looks like you get quite a lot in here. How much is there? Doesn't say on here. I don't know. This is the shade 2P, so I'm assuming that means 2 pink. So I'll just go a little bit under there. Just a little bit under my eyes. That's sort of all I do really. I'm gonna have to get the mirror out again. It's quite thick. I don't mind. It's very orange actually. Again, I think this will be alright for a summer colour. And maybe with a very, very light hand, but that is very orange. But it blends in nicely. It hasn't creased into my fine lines. Most people are probably thinking, what fine lines? You'll see that. I might only be 24, but yeah, I've got a lot of areas that probably aren't going to look my best by the time I hit 60. Okay, so that feels nice. It's blended in nicely. I don't like too much of a full coverage, so that suits me quite well actually. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my usual bronzer and blushes. And I just use my B Cosmetics Liquid Blush Nude. It seems like I've been using this up quite quickly actually. I suppose I do use quite a big drop each time, and it is only a small tube, so I probably won't last much longer. Get my mirror out again. So I think because I have such pinkness in my skin, I find the nude blush really helps to just sort of counteract it a little bit before I put on my pink blush. And it almost acts as a bit of a bronzer as well, really. I think it just helps it look a little bit more even and natural. So yeah, that's it for that. I also then go in with my Milani Luminoso Baked Powder Blush. The writing on the front is all rubbed off. But I just like to go over the top with that just to make it look a bit more natural. Because I think I personally would look very odd with no pinkness in my cheeks, since I have it naturally. I'm always very, very rosy. It looks a bit crazy at the minute but it always just tones down a little bit once I put my finishing powder on. Just quickly go in with my bronzer. I don't really contour, if I'm honest. I find with my face shape, it just doesn't really ever seem to sit properly. It never looks quite right. So I'm quite happy without contouring, if I'm honest. I just use bronzer where I can, and I kind of leave it at that, really. It suits me. So yeah, so there's my pretty much my base down, as you were. It's kind of what my back is killing me today. Okay, so next up I'm going to use the 17 eyeshadow palette, and this is 020 Pinks, and I haven't even opened it yet, so this isn't but new for both of us. I'm just going to stick my Urban Decay eye priming potion on. Just stick that all over. And I know I'm not supposed to do eyes last, but I do. I don't know why, but I've always done it like this, and some habits die hard, I'm afraid. Okay, so that's dried down nicely. I am feeling quite orangey. Hello again. Cleo's come to say hi again. You're not having my makeup, mate? No. And it's not quite time for cuddles at the minute. You've just had like 2 hours of cuddles while we napped. So I need you to go down there just for a little bit longer. Okay, so let's open this up. Oh, I haven't even taken the security tape off it yet. Mate, just give me 10 minutes. And here's what she looks like. They're nice small pans, which I actually quite like. They look gorgeous on camera, don't they? Especially that middle one, the pink one. I quite like small pans because it takes me forever to get through an eyeshadow. I haven't hit pan on any powder eyeshadow I own ever, so I don't mind them being small. That suits me. So I'm just thinking about the colour scheme I'm going to go for today. I think I might use these bottom 4 here. This one shows up quite orangey gold in the camera, doesn't it? But to me it looks very, very rosy pink and gold. It looks quite orange on there. So yeah, I think I'm going to give those a go. There's also a nice lilac in there and a shimmery purple. It looks like it's got tiny little pink flecks. But it's a beautiful colour story. I like that. And it was only £5. That's what I also noticed about the 17. I think the concealer was about £2. I think the mascara was about £3. So it is affordable. It is really, really affordable. If you're not sure what you want, you just want to test something out, probably a good brand, probably a really good way to go. So I'm going to go in with this bottom middle. It looks quite dark on camera again. I don't know what it is with my camera today, but I'm going to go in with a little bit of that and swipe it all over my crease. That's a really nice, subtle... I only went in with a little bit, but that is showed up absolutely beautifully. It's not... It's... What's the word? It's not a wash. It's definitely buildable, but I am not disappointed with that at all. Make my eyes match. I'm going to take a clean brush and just buff that a little bit. I like that. That's nice. That went on really smooth. You can see in the pan there's the tiniest bit of crumbling. Is it going to focus? The tiniest bit. Not enough for me to complain about. So I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. Okay, next up I think I'm going to go in with, maybe I'll go with this middle shade on my outer corner. I feel like this one's a bit too dark for what I fancy today, so I might go with this one. So yeah, I'm going to try that. It is another glitter shade or shimmer shade. And that one's quite crumbly actually. So let's see how this goes. Oh, that's she pretty. It's a lot more subtle than I thought it'd be. It's not quite as pigmented as I thought it would be, but I like it. Actually saying that, as I'm blending it in, that's looking a lot more smooth. That is blending in so nicely. That is lovely. That is really lovely. I don't know if you can see. That goes really nicely. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with, get my clean brush. I think I'm going to keep with the pinky theme, so I'm going to go in with this one down here, and then I might add a little bit of this one here, these two here. Yeah, let's just go straight in. They are quite crumbly. I don't know if you can see that. Very crumbly. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. It's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. It's strange, each of these shades, none of them are quite what I expect them to be, in a good way. They're all just a little bit, they're different, but surprise me in a good way. But I like that. That goes really nicely with. That is really quite beautiful. I think I'm going to go back and take some of, I think I'm going to use a little bit of this shade here. It looks white, but it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, so I might just put that down the middle just to help define just a little. Just help brighten up the middle of my eyelid. Okay, it didn't do an awful lot, but it did help just highlight almost a little. I think I'm going to use my tiny little brush to, I think I'll put a little bit of that on my inner corner. Not that it's really showing up an awful lot. Okay, that didn't really do an awful lot. That shade isn't really showing up much. But oh well, there's other shades. The other shades are performing nicely. And I'm just going to put a bit of this middle pinky shimmery one on my lower lash line. That looks a bit scary, doesn't it? But I've committed now. I don't think it looks bad. It just maybe doesn't go with the look that I've done. Maybe I'll use a bit of this darkest one to try and deepen up this outer edge. Does that help a little bit? I feel like that helps a little bit. I think once I've got my lashes on, that'll look a lot better. So for £5, I'm not mad. I like this palette so far. It is quite crumbly. It'll probably take a bit of practice to get those to work cohesively. But I'm going to keep using it. I'm not mad. It was only £5. I'm going to keep using it and see how it goes. I haven't tried the purple shades yet, so I'll keep trying. Okay, so I'm going to just brush my finishing powder all over because, yeah, I feel like everything's had a chance to kind of settle in. And the dewy look is not for me, to be honest. I'll be honest, I like a little bit of a matte look for myself. I should have got, I picked it up, is it Revolution, the Glow setting spray? I picked it up and I looked at it and I was tempted, but for some reason I didn't buy it. But I think I'm going to get that soon because that does look nice. And I've heard a few people say they like it. Okay. Well, I don't think the look I've done really suits silver eyeliner. So I'll just put it on the back of I'll just swatch it on the back of my hand. Still got my blush all over the back of my hand, so I'll just wipe that off. And I don't use baby wipes on my face at all. I have a baby, so I have to have baby wipes. I just use them to get off swatches off the back of my hand. Okay, so I'll just swatch a bit of this. I think this was only about £2 as well. It's gone a little bit funny because of my hand is damp, but it's a really nice, just bright silver. It's very shiny. So yeah, when I use this, I'll post it on my Instagram. And same with the eyeliner. I just feel like it won't work with this particular look. I didn't think this through, but it's the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof in black. I was tempted to get colours, like the coloured eyeliner, but because I picked up this one, I thought I need a black, so I'll get a black. Oh, it's like a brush. But it's very nice and solid, and it's very dark, it's very black. So I think when I do use it, that'll go well. I need to get the hang of this again. I haven't used a liquid liner in a long time. But I do feel like this, it looks very yellow on camera, but when I look in the mirror, this foundation does look like a good match for me. It's very smooth. and it blended nicely, and I feel like it does look quite smooth. It does seem very, it doesn't feel heavy or anything, which I quite like. So yeah, I've already done that. I'm going to I'm gonna get my words out. I'm gonna go in with some mascara. This is the 17. They had a few different types, but this is the Ultimate Lasting Definition Mascara. It's in the purple tube. I think they all had different coloured tubes depending on what they were. But again, this was only £2, £3. So it's not going to break the bank. If you need something in a pinch and you haven't got a massive budget, it's probably a really good brand to go with. And it's Boots. It's vegan, it's cruelty free. I believe it's cruelty free. I don't want to be talking about my bum. I'm sure I read it was cruelty free on the display. But it's vegan, so I would assume so. But I will double check that. I don't want to give you wrong information, but so far this mascara is lovely. I've just ruined my eyeshadow. It looks very clumpy. I think I didn't get all of my old mascara off. I don't think I scrubbed enough. I might have missed a little bit. That's looking a bit better this side. Just try and separate those out a little bit. Okay, so I think that's the best I'm gonna get. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. I put a little bit on my lower lashes as well. It's nice and dark, went on nicely. The mistakes in it are my own fault. I jabbed my eye a little bit and got out my eyeshadow. I didn't get my old mascara off quite enough on this side, so that's why it's gone clumpy. But on this side, it doesn't look clumpy at all. I don't know if you can see that. That does look really, really beautiful. I like that. That doesn't look clumpy at all. That looks really just dark, long, defined. Oh, I've got notifications coming up. I like that. I think I'm gonna keep that, obviously. And I'm just gonna finish off with some lipstick. I can't remember. I've got my Urban Decay setting spray. Just go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. No, this isn't Charlotte Tilbury. This is Pat McGrath. It's Flesh Vital in Blitz Trance. I think that's the colour name. 72. But I quite like this one. It's like a nudie pink with a almost like champagne-y gold flecks of glitter. I did love it on me. I think it just, it's a really nice everyday sort of colour. Kind of goes with everything, really. Yeah, I think that goes nicely. And then I'm just going to have a nice spritz all over with my Urban Decay All Nighter spray. Okay, so that is the final look. So, of the new products I got, so the Milani Conceal and Perfect, I like this. I think the colour's a bit weird, considering this is number 1, Creamy and Vanilla, and it almost seems a bit too dark for me. And I know I'm pale, but I'm not that pale. I'm not porcelain. It's just a funny colouring. It's very, very yellow, but I think I'll work around it. it doesn't look too bad. It blended in nicely. It feels smooth. It doesn't feel heavy. So yeah, not top marks, not low marks. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, but it was pretty affordable, so can't complain too much. The 17 products that I got, the concealer, the mascara and the palette, the ones I actually used, I like them so far. I think the concealer had a bit of, it's quite orangey. See, it doesn't look like it should be orange, but then it showed up a little bit orange, but that's fine. I've worked around it. It felt smooth. It was nice. It was a bit thick, but not in a heavy way. The mascara, I liked that. That was my own mistakes that ruined that on this eye. But on this eye, it looks beautiful. The eyeshadows, nice small pans, nice and easy to, like, there's no pressure. You don't feel like, oh, they're massive pans, I have to use loads of it to try and get through it. They're nice colours, they're easy to use, a little bit crumbly, but it was £5, so make it, we can make it work. We can make it work. And the other things that I got but I didn't use in this were the 2 eyeliners, but I'll test them out. They'll be in another video. I'll put them on my Instagram. So yeah, they're not going to waste at all. And I think that's it for this video. It's turned out to be quite a long one, really. But I've enjoyed this look. It looks quite like an everyday look. This is the kind of thing I'd wear pretty casually. Yeah, I liked the new products that I bought. I think they're nice. They're definitely worth it. But don't quote me on that just yet. I'll use them a little bit more. I'll circle back around to them at some point and we can talk about them some more and just really decide whether it's actually worth it or not. But so far, I like them. So far. Yeah. There's a truck going past. There's some weird noises outside. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. I am going to be posting this in the next couple of days, and I think my Project Pan update is also due, so I will be filming that probably next. So yeah, if you like the video, leave a like down below, comment, talk to me. I like to reply, I like to get involved. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Hit the notification bell and you'll be notified every time I post a video. I've been trying to get a lot better at keeping the schedule going, so yeah, it's only going to get more regular, more videos every week. I was meant to film on Tuesday, just gone, while my son was at daycare, and I ended up just falling asleep all day, and I woke up just wanting to go and pick him up. So clearly I was tired, and I ended up not filming, so I'm doing it today. But yeah, I'm going to try and stop saying all the time. I can't stop myself. But tell me off every time I do, because I'm really trying to stop. Right. I'm going to love you and leave you. It's ended up being quite a long video, so yeah. Final look, I like it. I'm going to be picking up my son soon, looking like this, and don't yell at me, but you're going to see it in my next video, my Project Pan update. Alright? Yes, please comment, like and subscribe. Get involved down below. I will link my Instagram so you can follow me over there. I post most days. I think I posted this morning already. I'm not sure. Well, this morning from when I'm filming, I'm not sure what day this video is going to go up. Probably be tomorrow or the day after. Okay, right, I'm talking quickly because I need to go. Right, bye!